What is up, everybody? This is Nice Chris. This is Nice Talk. You're listening here live in Seattle. It is super beautiful out today. It's not usually beautiful out, so I'm just pointing that out because when it gets closer to spring and summer, Seattle is absolutely beautiful, and I highly recommend visiting then. But during fall and winter, stay away, please. For one, we have plenty of traffic, and two, it's just cold as balls, and we don't like that, really. Anyways, guys, welcome back to another episode of Nice Talk. I'm actually thinking of possibly doing this more than once a week. If you guys agree with that and you guys would like to see that, please let me know. I would love to do about 3 days a week. We'll probably stick with our every Tuesday schedule. We'll also probably do Thursday and Saturday. So let me just try and get this all figured out and see if we can do this or not. But other than that, today's topic is going to be around why being a video creator is good and bad, the pros and cons of it. I'm going to go off with the cons first because I just really want people to understand how horrible this decision can be. No, I'm just kidding. Just some very light cons. I mean, you don't want to do a job that you don't love. So let's just get to this. Cons. When I first started video editing, video creating, I didn't realize how much was actually going on behind the scenes while you're recording, all that stuff. And I was like overwhelmed because like there's this thing called B-roll. There's this thing called editing. There's this thing called plugins. There's this thing called spending money to invest into your editing software. There's this thing called your file might delete and you got to redo your whole entire vlog or whatever show you're filming. There's also this thing called production that you need to like make sure is on point, lighting, etc. You kind of know where I'm going. So I didn't know about all this stuff. I knew about it, but I didn't really care about it too much. And the more I got into it, the more I understood it, which is why it's not really a huge con because it's part of the job. But I didn't expect it when I first got into it, and I didn't understand it fully. Another con is sometimes just not getting the shot right. Because I've filmed multiple things multiple times, and I'm sitting there like, what the frick? Why does this not look good? Or not filming enough B-roll. You know that thing called B-roll is basically a second angle, second camera, other look. And I would just get so pissed because I wouldn't get the right shot, but this other guy got all the shots, and I'm like, damn, he's good. Why do I suck? So that's another con. Another con, because I can't really name too much. I'm trying to make these up as I go, to be completely honest. But another con, I guess you could say, with video creating is time. It just takes up so much time. I mean, I could edit a video that's supposed to be 5 minutes long, and it ends up taking me maybe 3 hours at least, to maybe 5 or 6 because of how many times the person that the video is for watches it and what they want fixed. And it's a little thing, but it changes the whole timeline. So it just puts me behind the computer for another hour. So I guess time is just one of the biggest cons out of all those because of how much time it takes to actually finish it and get it done. And it kind of sucks sometimes because, there's days like today where it's really nice out and I want to go work out. I want to go outside and hang out with friends and go get lunch or go get some coffee or anything like that, right? Anything besides be inside and edit a video. But that video editing is part of my job, so I kind of have to do it. So anyways, guys, time is just horrible when it comes to those. Now let's talk about the pros, though, real quick, because the pros is what's going to help overcome those cons when it comes to being a video creator, editor, whatever. And my biggest pro on it is experience and people you work with. That's kind of two things, but it's one thing, whatever. Just let it slide, okay? So I love the experience of being a video creator, being able to put together all these stories and just make this project come to life. Like, see something, film it, edit it, put it out there. You're watching it. Everyone loves it. And it's just absolutely amazing. And the people that you work with too is just super, super cool because I work with someone about every single day, and I just love it because I'm able to just learn and learn and learn, and it's super, super cool. And it also brings you more opportunities to work with other people, aka influencers or businesses, and it just helps you expand more of your knowledge, and you meet other people and show them your craft. Another huge pro is payday, because you're sitting behind that laptop on those days. You're pretty much risking those days that you don't really have too much of in life. No, I'm just kidding. We have plenty of days. But all that time behind the camera, all that time behind the computer and editing and the money you're putting in, you're getting paid for it. And if you're not getting paid for it, just be patient. It'll come to you. You'll eventually get it. But biggest thing is don't do it for the payday, especially if you first start out. But later on, it's pretty good. And you can make a lot of money if you're very smart with it. But that's one of the biggest things I love too is doing kind of what you love and getting paid for it. So I'm not going to tell you how much I make off of it, but a lot of people make some decent money off of being a video editor and a creator because they're able to create the video, and the production cost that it might cost a huge production team, you cut way more than half. I mean, they're going to spend like probably, 6 figures on like people to do this huge thing when really it's like, it just takes a couple guys with like a camera in some Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro, and they'll pay you a couple $1,000. And it's like, it seems like a lot still, but it's crazy. You can make that off one video, but you just got to make sure you have, the right resources. And just more pros to it is just like how I mentioned before, doing what you love and all that. But this is just a really short podcast on just pros and cons of being a video creator, editor. And if you guys do like it, just keep at it, keep going for it. Or if you're just starting it, just know that it takes a long time, and you just need to make sure you stick with it, because everything isn't beautiful at first, but later on when you get more experience and you do more, you'll be able to actually, enhance your skills, and you'll get more jobs, you'll get more recognition, and you'll just be happier because things will get easier and easier, because they do get easier as long as you don't cheat and like kind of cut the corners and stuff like that. There's a way to cut corners, but it's called, what's that called? It's like faster ways to edit, that's the only thing, but don't like cut corners and like take something off because you don't want to do it. Anyways, that's all I have to say about being a I can't even talk today, video creator, the pros and cons. And if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and let me know if you like video editing or creating. And let me know also if this is your first time watching, and if you want to get into it, or if you're already into it. So just let me know. This is a very quick podcast. We're recording a few today because it's all about getting them podcasts done and bringing you value. If you guys found any value out of this, even if it's just understanding that there are cons to video editing, let me know. Let me know in the comments. But this has been a very, very nice talk with you, and I love you all, and thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, put on those post notifications, because we are now posting 3 times a week. I'm putting it out there 3 times a week. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We're going for it. We're going big. We're going to be cutting out the video for now because I want to focus strictly on the podcast and the content there. Maybe a couple episodes here and there will have a video, but I want to master the basics first before I get into the bonuses. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys on Tuesday, because I might post this later today, which is Saturday.